So I think by now everyone should have seen the Verge article, right, on Boosted. And well, that's what I want to talk about today. Now, real quick, if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest you go read it. If you're part of Reddit or anything like that, it's everywhere. Facebook, there's Facebook groups sharing it. But real quick, we're just going to kind of overview what this thing is talking about. It's basically saying that Boosted has found itself in some type of financial trouble and looking for more investors. Now, without going too deep, again, if you want the full story, please go read the article. In a nutshell, they came out with the REV due to tariffs and I guess delays in the product. They found themselves in a kind of little debacle here to where they're looking for new investors. Now, the article also states that they've had quite a significant of employees, high-ranking employees leave. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with their financial troubles. It may not. Again, I don't want to speculate on other people's lives. They probably left for other reasons besides that, but who knows? But what I want to talk about is just my whole take on it and my opinion on why I feel like they are kind of struggling right now. So first off, I think the Boosted REV was a great idea, but not fully executed properly. And when I say that, what I mean is I think Boosted came in thinking, as they always do. You know, Boosted's great. They're one of the #1 selling longboards out there. Do I think this company is gonna go away tomorrow? Absolutely not. I think the owners of this company would be smart enough to sell it if they could not revive it personally, because I don't think they would want to see something they've built from nothing just dissolve overnight, and it wouldn't make financial sense to get nothing out of the deal, right? So do I think Boosted's in trouble of completely just dying out? No. If they die out, it may take many, many years and changing ownership many, many times to probably get to a point where it's diluted and just not what it used to be. So this notion that they're in trouble and they're gonna die out, don't believe it. But anyways, I do think trouble started with the Boosted REV. As much as I love the Boosted REV, I am a small segment of the market that honestly you shouldn't be going after, because I would be happy no matter what as long as I can get 10 miles. But that's not what the majority of people are looking for. Now, when you are entering the scooter market, I feel like that is the point of where you're starting to talk to serious commuters. Now, you know, electric skateboards, I love them. I ride mine every day when it's not raining or it's just crazy, like 30 degrees. But I wouldn't consider myself or people that ride. I mean, there are some people that ride electric skateboards that are serious commuters, but for the majority, it's not at the numbers that you would want to reach to build a sustainable company on. Because typically, you know, you invest in a longboard like that, you're not going to be buying one every year, right? And again, not everyone likes longboards or skateboards, but the REV was a good attempt. And I say attempt because they really screwed up. They went into this thinking that, okay, yeah, we're gonna be the last mile of scooters. Nobody wants a last mile scooter, okay? Not when you have $400 or $500 scooters that can go 30 miles on a single charge. Even though they're a piece of crap, the one thing they have going for them is the fact that they can go 30 miles. And I just think it was the wrong idea. If you look at any of my videos, am I impressed? Yes, because it's almost like a skewed view on things because I don't need a lot of range. And anyone that has ever commented on my videos know that I will acknowledge there are far better scooters out there than the Boosted REV. Are there better looking scooters out there? Absolutely not. The Boosted REV is the best looking scooter on the market. So, but when it comes to comparing performance to price, the Boosted has a lot of work and catching up to do. Being that you were a new entry, yes, you came in with the good looks and the reputation of having great build quality, but the one thing that people in this segment are looking for is range. Now, the first thing that, you know, when you think about a Tesla, what's the first thing you think of? And we're talking about, okay, we're getting into serious commuting here. We're not in this niche where we're talking about longboards. We're talking about serious commuters. It's range. That's where I feel like the boosted rev fell short. It was enough range for me, but again, I'm a small population in a large segment or a large financial market of opportunity. That's where I feel like they really fell short. Now listen, there was so much hype over the boosted rev in the beginning because they were advertising 22 miles of range, and no one was really talking about it truly doesn't get 22 miles of range. Anyone that reviewed it just simply did not talk about it until it became available for everyone to actually get their hands on, and then the actual real reviews actually came in that were not getting free products, and we were able to tell the honest truth. You're not even gonna get 20 miles of range. For the most part, you're gonna get about 15 to 16, and for a lot of people, that's not acceptable for the price range. And I completely understand that. Again, anyone that has ever said, hey, in my comment section said, hey, listen, I can go get a 010X for virtually the same price, and I can get double the range of that. And I'm like, you are 100% right. 100% right on the fact that there are far better scooters at the same price, if not significantly cheaper, that get better range. And that's honestly where I feel like why it's not selling as well. Now, they don't have to come out with numbers for us to know that it's not selling well. Listen, you put so much money into building a product and you're financially struggling, that tells me one thing. Or it tells me multiple things. Or it could tell me one or two things. That one, you were not financially responsible, or two, you did not recoup the money you invested back into this product. You spent a lot of money on R&D and producing this product, and you haven't seen the significant return on investments. Now, yes, I know they are looking for millions of dollars from the government to actually reimburse them for having to pay for tariffs, but I don't think that's nearly going to be enough to get them out of this slump, especially if they want to go on and build, say, a different battery, which I do. To make the boosted rev viable for a lot of people, you just have to come out with an extended range battery to where you're virtually going to get us to that 30-mile mark. Now, yes, advertise 30, but realistically, we're going to get 25 to 20 miles. That's where you should start. And honestly, that's where I think Boosted is having the most trouble. They can't sell them. They just can't sell a $1,600 scooter thinking that it's going to be a last mile vehicle. We're talking about serious commuters at this point. And serious commuters are not willing to compromise on range. No matter how great the build quality is and how beautiful this thing looks, trust me, there's a reason why the $400 scooters and $500 scooters, I see them everywhere. It's one, because it's fairly affordable. And then two, it has a really great range. No one really gives a damn if it doesn't work in the next 2 years. Okay, I've gotten 2 years of use out of going 30 miles. I mean, you really can't beat that. And we cannot not talk about this whole Super 73 thing lurking in the background, kind of overtake in popularity, because it's pretty much, I feel like, neck and neck with popularity when it comes to boosted. Everyone's kind of jumping off that boosted train and they're running over to the Super 73. I'm not gonna do that, just because if I was gonna buy an electric bike, again, I feel like Super 73 is the boosted of that world. Although they've done it right with the range, I just don't think you get enough to warrant that price tag. Yeah, it looks great and it's super, super awesome, like as far as the looks and build quality, but they're just now coming out with suspension. The looks, whatever. They're cool, but will it appeal to more people than let's say like a juice bike or what do you call those a rad bike? I think those are going to be more popular, being that they're more affordable, they're much more customizable. Even though this new Super 73 is customizable, but I just think, at that price, it's going to be a tough sell for a lot of people. And that's why I think Boosted has found itself. That scooter is a tough sell for a lot of people, given that it's not giving me anything that I can't get for something cheaper. Yes, build quality is great, looks are great, but you're telling me I'm going to only get 16 miles or 17 miles out of this scooter for $1,600. That's just a no-go for a lot of people, and rightfully so. Again, I am a very small segment of the customer base. You know, there's so many people that look at the range first and everything's secondary. So, I mean, that's just my take on it. I really do hope Boosted can like get it together and understand if you want to be considered an actual small company and not a Kickstarter company or startup, you're gonna have to kind of ditch that last mile slogan and you're gonna have to actually legitimately give people an actual commuting vehicle. I mean, it's just that simple. At least that's what I think anyway. Please, if you have a different opinion, leave a comment down below. Or if you have some inside information that none of us know, hey, let us all know. But hey, guys, I'm going to enjoy my coffee and I hope you guys have a great day.
Let's go to work.